Cause I was just about over you.
Spray the clouds, make the hurricane category 5. It's so easy. What is HARP technology? The former head director of CIA said, "We are cloud seeding and modifying the weather." People are like, "It's fake." What's my source? The Central Intelligence Agency.
Escaped boys. You think you're not so? That's a year late. And then there's an even younger one, still over by Ted's. Escape. A slave to the system. A slave to the system that escaped, and I had a lamp.
Fans have started.
It was the night before Outer Banks season 4. It's probably dreaming of one last big swim. It was the night before Outer. What's up?
Hey.
Guys, just not expecting. This dream top of all the craziness that's been going on, we also have this massive baby here today.
Yo, what a time to be alive. If you've been feeling this massive fluctuation of energy, that as well. Now, if you want to learn how to control this energy, that's probably the media. Let's go.
So on top. So on top of all the craziness that's been going on, we also have this massive baby here today.
Don't let their fears, their toxicity infect your mindset. When is the last time that you were truly happy? When's the last time? I'm talking a happy thought where you could fly. Not just, oh yeah, I had some fun. Oh, I went.
This is how you're going to cool. Oh, with this hurricane coming, what if we all come to word of advice if you want to benefit?
Jogger, actually, look at this. Wow. The Florida man right there for you, Blake, jogging in the rain.
I say, kid, that.
Oh my God. Oh, you got it.
Oh, 23. 23K. Not horrible.
Life could not get any better. I'm sitting here right now. Life could not get any.
All the crazy.
What am I even... Oh. Let's check this. Okay, last 7. Whatever. Okay, let's fucking check this shit out. YouTube, yeah.
Hurricane.
Yeah, Tom. So the rain is starting to come down harder already. We're seeing some water beginning to pool on some of the roadways here, and the winds are also starting to pick up. And so right now, officials are saying if you are not yet sheltering, you have about a half hour to do that before the worst of this storm is expected to move in and make things a lot more complicated here. And what is interesting about this area is that during Hurricane Ian, they saw devastating flooding, and Milton is expected to be far worse. We're talking about up to 14 inches of rain here that could just cause catastrophic flooding in addition to the 80-mile-per-hour winds. And there are people who have evacuated to this area. I spoke to a woman who lives in St. Petersburg, said that she lost everything during Hurricane Helene. All that she has left there is a 10-foot by 10-foot storage unit that is on the first floor in St. Petersburg with all of her life's possessions. They drove up here to Orlando today, and she is just numb. She says that she doesn't know what to expect. I want to play a little bit of that conversation I had with her.
You're really kind of numb. You're really just kind of numb. We've all been in shock. Just your adrenaline just takes over. We've been through a lot of suffering, so I think we understand suffering into such different ways, and I know that we get through it.
And so many people here just
That lady, but
feeling lost. And that woman, I don't know if you could see, was clutching a rosary. And she told me that she has been praying nonstop, hoping that this storm will not be as bad as it is projected to be, especially here in Orlando, where she and her family are sheltering. Tom?
All right, Priscilla, we thank you for that. We have Sandra Tapfumane on the phone right now. She's in charge of the emergency management for Sarasota County. Sandra, thanks for joining us once again in our special coverage. The eye is passing over Sarasota. It's been very calm, at least where we have been for the last hour or so. The winds are now starting to pick up. Have you gotten any reports about any kind of
Feeling great, bro. How about you?
emergency situation so far, and what are you monitoring?
Do you want to know why I feel great? Do you want to know why?
Yeah, hi. Thanks so much for having us on. Yeah, so right now we have not gotten too many reports of any emergencies. We do anticipate that to increase as the eye wall or the eye passes over the county. Right now it was going over Siesta Key and starting to hit inland a little bit. So it is eerily calm here, and we know that that's not going to be the case in a short time. We're expecting the storm to deteriorate with the conditions.
Yeah, you know, I'm here live in Sarasota. We're right by the bay. The storm surge, you can actually see it coming up now. I'd say it's about ankle high where we are, and we're a little bit above sea level here, so it's coming in. Have you gotten reports about the storm surge yet?
So we did see, we were watching some Department of Transportation cameras along the Philippi Creek, and it looked like it was starting to flood that area, and some reports about Venice Beach having a couple of feet of storm surge down south. So yeah, so it's starting, it is starting, and I anticipate that, you know, we're going to have multiple feet. We're really hoping that we're not going to get that high end of the 12-foot projection at this point. I mean, we just had Hurricane Helene that created a lot of devastation to the coastline, and that was only 5 to 6 feet. So, you know, anywhere above that, really any storm surge on top of what we already had is going to be a very, very catastrophic situation for the county.
What are you hearing about power outages? Here, the power is out where we are. We're seeing transformers explode in the distance. Have you got any reports about that?
Yeah, we are starting to hear about different parts of the county that are without power. Really, there's a lot of areas that are. So we are trying to get an assessment from FPL to get a total count of how many are out. But we, you know, that was an anticipation with the high winds. You know, 120 mile per hour winds is definitely going to take out a lot of the power. So right now we've got 160,000 out of power, and we anticipate that to increase.
Oh boy.
All right, Sandra Tepfuma,
Did this just lose power?
You, and I know we're going to stay in contact throughout the night. Thank you for all that you're doing for the people of Sarasota.
Okay, it's kind of windy.
Thank you so very much.
God damn it. Oh, Jesus. I love fucking live cameras. No, I don't want this, bitch. Bro. Oh, damn. Bro. That's... Where are we? Bro. Okay, can we get some cameras? Like, what? Okay, what is this? This looks good. Time lapse. That's 10. Is that really right now? No, that's last night. Can I do... God damn it, 1 second. Oh, shit. Let's see the live cams. Oh, bang. Fuck. That's crazy. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh shit. Damn, bro, it is coming in. Oh my god. Okay, is it gonna switch to another? Or do we go to other cams? Like, what is this? What are we doing? Oh shit. Okay, yeah, we're... Okay. Yeah, let's do this one. Start. There we go. Oh my god.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Holy shit.
Okay.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Damn, look at that. Look at this. Look at this.
I'm on the road. I just want to have before some animals in our tree.
Oh my god.
At first we had, okay, we're gonna go, we gotta go.
Oh my god.
They're rolling on. Welcome back to our live coverage of Hurricane Milton. The situation here in Sarasota is starting to turn dire. At first we had, okay, we're gonna go, we gotta go.
Wow, that is a
I'm gonna
live
send it
look
back to
right
you guys.
now.
Gotti, we're okay. We just want to move inside.
Wow. If you're joining us live, we're watching Tom Llamas and his team fall back right now. Just moments ago, Tom Llamas was in the eye of the storm. It was completely quiet. There were people driving around. There was not that storm surge that you're seeing. And now all of a sudden, within a matter of a minute or two, it is complete chaos where he is. The wind gusts are picking up. You see those flashes of light. You see what look like transformers blowing in the background. And that storm surge has come in. Again, we are watching this live feed of Tom Llamas and his team falling back to safety. If you were watching just a few minutes ago, you saw Tom. He was walking out there in the street. He was walking in relative calm. We were just talking about how eerie it was. And now that team is having to fall back to some safety. You see the footsteps there in the storm surge that is rising there in Sarasota. Incredible images. We're going to wait for Tom Llamas to reposition in a safer position. They've got a lot of different fall back locations throughout that area. And so they're going to be falling back to one of those safer positions. But for now, joining me from Sarasota as well is storm chaser Ben McMillan. Ben, did you see this? All of a sudden, the backside of the wall comes screaming in, just like Tom's team there.
Yeah, Gaddy, some really scary moments. You saw some of the power flashes, the explosions in Sarasota. We've moved north to Bradenton, and you can see now significant storm surges coming in off the bay here, Tampa Bay, into the area here, and the conditions are really going downhill quickly. So last few moments here have gotten extremely violent with the wind, and I think it's definitely safe to say the storm's not over yet.
And Ben, you've been outside all day. How quickly have you seen things change from the storm, from the eye, and then back to what you're experiencing now?
Well, I think the most revealing thing is how quickly we had a calm eye probably just 15 minutes ago. I was out here standing talking with my crew. We have a paramedic and a photographer, and we had no issues. And now you can see I can barely even stand. But I'm going to step back and show you I'm knee-deep in water. So this water was not here. The winds were calm. So that just shows you how dangerous these storms are and how violent they can be. I'm now seeing power flashes in the distance.
Wow, Ben. Well, thank you so much for your coverage, and we hope you fall back and find somewhere safe to ride out this particularly intense part of the storm. Sure. Joining us now is Jamie Roan. She is the Deputy Director of the National Hurricane Center. Thank you so much for being with us right now. We're in the landfall window. The timing has moved up literally a few hours ago, and it's become stronger, bigger. It's making landfall, and now we're seeing the backside of that wall go through. Can you walk us through what we're seeing right now?
Yeah, unfortunately, all of the hazards that were predicted with this particular landfall are unfolding. You can see it in some of the footage ahead of this segment. So let's start first with the heavy rain. So the heavy rain is along and to the north of where the center is tracking. That is placing that heavy rain and that flash flooding. And this is not typical rain. This is seriously intense rainfall rates over the Tampa Bay area, and it's going to move along the I-4 corridor overnight. So that's Lakeland and Orlando. The worst of the surge, which is where the footage was earlier, is down here south of where it made landfall. So it made landfall at Siesta Key. So the worst of the surge is this Port Charlotte, Venice area in Sarasota County. And so, they're sort of experiencing the brunt of it as we speak. And then the core of a major hurricane moved ashore here. And so these extreme winds, we've already got a report of a gust of over 102 miles per hour. These extreme winds are just moving inland, and with it, you're just getting, exponential rise in power outages as this core moves slowly inland.
And when we're looking at Sarasota right there, where a bulk of our teams are, you're starting to see the backside of the storm come in. How much storm surge is that going to be bringing in the next 30 minutes to an hour?
Well, we think the peak of the storm surge is going to be somewhere in the 9 to 13 feet. You know, we don't have any instruments that can hold up to those types of conditions, so we don't have anything to measure it or report it. But just based off experience, when you get that sort of onshore wind at a big hurricane, you're going to get every bit of that 9 to 13.
And what are your biggest concerns as you see the hurricane now making landfall and ripping across Florida there?
It's unfortunately impacting a densely populated portion of Florida. This I-4 corridor that connects Tampa, Orlando, and Daytona, very heavily populated, and some of the worst of the conditions are going to ride right along that area, exposing probably millions of people to these conditions.
And we know that the storm surge, it doesn't seem like the storm surge concern for Tampa has materialized, but where are the places that are going to be hit over the next few hours with the storm surge the worst?
Well, Tampa just swapped out one type of flooding with another. So instead of getting the saltwater flooding, now they're getting the intense flash flooding that is occurring from the heavy rains. The peak of the storm surge is just a little bit to the south because the center came in just south of Tampa. So that 9 to 13 is probably in the Venice, Port Charlotte area.
Jamie Roan with the National Hurricane Center, thank you. And we are continuing our special coverage as Hurricane Milton makes landfall across Florida's Gulf Coast near Siesta Key as a dangerous, potentially life-threatening Category 3 storm. This is a live look at the conditions right now in St. Petersburg, Florida. The monster storm weakened overnight from a Category 5, but then grew in size. Impacts are going to be felt all across Florida, even up to southern Georgia, and flooding.